President of the ANC Women's League, that Bathabile Dlamini, is on the podium. Let's listen in.
Leader of the African National Congress. Very disciplined, unassuming, but to Mama Sisulu, an order was an order. All these things that we are discussing today in our meetings, I'm not sure what based on Genaganja meeting in Mama Sisulu. Firstly, Tina, as the Women's League, when we worked with her from KwaZulu-Natal, besingabhali report masiyema meeting in a Women's League. Makufuneka report sithi no, there is violence, othandi bayas. Sithi there is violence in KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal was divided into 3. So in one meeting, Comrade Unana no Happy Blose were chucked off the meeting. Bagqothwa ebusuku. What nje, you must never ever come here, because I want to know about the violence that is taking place there. I want to know what you are doing to defend women. Whenever there is violence, women suffer the most. And then why must this report is important? Behlala siphunyuka ngokuthi sithi hayi kune violence. I think she was patient up until she decided I must put my foot down now. And then mangabe bebuya Comrade Happy Nonana to us, they dramatized the whole thing ukuthi a woman is called a meeting in ebusuku. And then when we went back to the meeting, everyone was angry with us. And we had to learn things the hard way. Mama Sisulu was very humble and very unassuming. Some of the things she did during the struggle, Guma highlights, for instance, 1955 Women's Charter. You find out that she played a role behind the scenes. Even now in 1956, her role was behind the scenes. But also, if we want to emulate her, Mina, I'm very happy ngale program here today, Prajef, because different people have contributed towards Itawe the family, ECD abanye, library abanye, clinic abanye. And then this means nathi to motivate other women. Noma kungaba u5 rand esizokhipha towards the development of our people, we would have done a lot. And the siyaku complain, and tina ama conditions are different. Sihambe mini, we are told not to be afraid to speak. Akekho umuntu obulawa amabhulu because ukhulumile. We are ministers, we are MPs, we are premiers, we are MPLs, we are mayors, we are councillors. But at all times, sifuna ukwenza ingathi iANC we are doing the ANC a favor. When people that were before us chose death to life, they chose prison. They chose to stay without their husbands for so many years. And sinento nje yokungathanda ukuthi senze izinto correctly. Ngiyathanda ukudlula kulento le. We have a problem right now. The ANC started having conferences long ago. The ANC has had problems before. And ngiyaxakwa ukuthi this year, why ingapheli conference? And that's not the ANC esiyazi. The ANC has taught us ukuthi one, if you stand for elections, you must be resilient enough to accept defeat. Okwesibili, ithi once you get elected, you must embrace all members of the ANC. Iphinde futhi ithi nalaba that were not elected must respect the elected leadership, subject themselves to the elected leadership. One, we've allowed people to come to our meetings and tell us the ANC is divided. Not through our lips, not in meetings, all over, we go out and say ANC is divided. And we are saying we must go and work hard for the elections. And if singasa appointwa, we get angry. And if we are elected, we think we are more important than the people that elected us. Standing here, I know that there are more women that are very dynamic, that are very bright. But women decided to elect us. Ours is to try and do our best. And when the conference comes, if women say, okay, thank you very much, you've done your best, we've given an opportunity. And besides, there are those that can do the work better than you. But we decided to give you an opportunity. And that must be the spirit. The ANC, yes, about one. The ANC, we are not friends, we are comrades. In the ANC, we fight for women's emancipation. We fight for the poor. Our children are raped on a daily basis. And Tina Sila, we were trained Mama Sisulu, Mama Betha, Mama Mwini, all sisbaleka basitrain ukuthi kudilwa kanjani ngeviolence and why abantwana bethu bengakwazi ukudila neviolence. What have we done, Tina? So we have a lot of work ahead of us. Asizame nje, it's difficult to emulate Mama Sisulu. Because even try to look smart, uma ubheka ithombe uyabona angeke ngikwazi ukufika lapha yana. we are not able to emulate her because Mama Sisulu was very honest. Ubethanda ukusitshela ukuthi hey nina la kufuneka ningagqoki lokho okusestyleni nigqoke lokho okubizwa ngokuthi hot across your heart because niphiwe nina lapho atshela ukuthi mangabe ufaka ibhlukwe fanele ufake into enjani ngaphansi kwebhlukwe. And we never took offense because those are the things that made us grow. In uniform, they will tell you what uniform here Women's League must look like this. Ungafiki nje ugqoke black and green bese uthi uniform here Women's League. Issue yama ECD. Ama ECD aqalwa Mama Sisulu ahamba throughout the country and women understood ukuthi ECD is about liberation of women, but also it is about education of our children. And bebesebenza bonke, Noma Story, Noma Mwini, and Nomvula. Mama Sisulu's girls must write a book. Yes, sit, okay. What is there? We highly appreciate it. And kakhulu during Charlotte Maxeye dialogues, usincedile kakhulu. But again, Palenani and say the real things and Zazi. And in the plungu is that most of the time, logo angusho because I'm against men. Mama Sisulu be noma wini. There was a time when babamba I country as women. Ya maya thula yathi. And if singabhali about that, no one will ever write about that. Sibhalele thina. Abantwana laba baseluthuli. We need abantwana bafana nabo. Abazoxoxa istory of the suffering of our women. Story of our heroes. Ubengathanda ukukhuluma Mama Sisulu, but ube leader a very firm. Kuthiwe nje kuphela lana angin welcome. And you are welcome. And Pramex, we decided to shift the activities of the Women's League, because we did not want it to be seen as if we are competing with government. So November, our celebrations were 100 years of women's struggles will be taking place. And therefore, we already have our book. It has been launched. Sizoni Panani family. We are going to have a lecture, and we are going to have activities throughout the country. But what is important is that some of our programs will be going to the Eastern Cape, because we also want to say to communities there, this is what Mama did. And we would like to have a program as by a legacy ka Mama. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amandla, wathinta bafazi, wathinta imbokodo. Long live the spirit of Albertina Sisulu. Long live. Long live the fight fighting spirit of Albertina Sisulu. Long live. Malibongwe. Igama lamakhosikazi. Wathinta abafazi. Thank you very much, Minister Bathabile Dlamini, the President of the ANC Women's League and an NEC member of the ANC, as well as the National Working Committee of the ANC. Just for those who did not understand this one of the ladies who's just walked in a two-piece yake, nomwazi wake nenwele zake, igama lake nguMangeleza, uMrs. Ngeleza. If you care to know the story Saka Mangeleza and Mama Sisulu, the other one was a professional nurse. Umangeleza was running SPCA, Isibhedlele sezinja. So, part of what we used to do, Bokuzatwa, ambotata ipop Martin kumangeleza. Mayolanda ipop Martin kumangeleza Pramex. Ayo pop Martin. Kuvuliwe emaqhageni lawe Pop Martin kuhlohlwe incwadi of parents of children comrades who are in exile. Those letters will be actually stuffed in those packets, those containers. Then you take them to Mama Sisulu. Mawusthatha Mama Sisulu nalapho, you pack them, you wrap them zilungiselwa a Holy Cross vestry. Mazisuka apo, utatu Eric Ngeleza lo will then be the one who takes them. Those then he takes them to who? To Jesse Duarte in the office Gapeyas Nudie. Ganjani, Ganjalo, they will reach the kids in exile. Kodwa kuthiwe ambolanda amakaka wamapilisi kumangeleza esibhedlele sezinja. So that's why when she walked in, and ngama lady, you can see nabo Bra Eric bashayisudu fake nesigqoko uhloniphile kuMama Sisulu, because even when they used to be together, mabe ne tea party at Helen Joseph's place, they all dress up for an outing. And every time they go to that tea party, Masasenibuya no mamati, yay, bezi ombile kota, how was I? It's finally simmandichi go with obumhle mama, obumhle. You see, but I was very disappointed with you girls. You must learn to tuck. So you can see Mangeleza even now. Her jacket fits her body. Her hair, you can see. Like we all are trying to look like Mama Sisulu. That's Mangeleza and Bra Eric for you. So Ipop Martin, Amakaka Wamayeza Wezinja. That's why I got excited seeing Mangeleza walking in again. Comrade Bathabile, you are right. A story about Mama Sisulu continues to be told, and it must be told so that then people must know that indeed she was and she is a woman of fortitude. Without any further waste of time, I'm going to invite Vuyiswa Sisulu, who's also going to render an item for us. He is right here on the podium. Let's give her a round of applause as we welcome Vuyiswa.
Thank you. I'd like to greet everyone who's present. Guys. Thank you. Can I just say that I'm still waiting for pastors to preach about the fact that God gave us umakhulu. Well, Tole, you're fearless, patient and steady with all you bear. You met every challenge with care, easy in manner yet solid as steel. Tole, our nation wouldn't have been still, but you reached out and taught our hearts to sing the songs of peace and freedom. You taught your children to speak even if our voices shake. You taught us to be strong-willed and stand firm in our faith. Most importantly, you taught us that we don't have to be extroverts to be leaders. Tole, your wise advice we cling to. It continues to nurture the seeds we sow in our gardens. It's funny. You taught us all this but never uttered any harsh words. You scored, yes, but you kept your gentle features and your smile was still filled with resilience. Your thoughts and actions echoed with compassion. Toilet. You were a life that quivered in polished feather. Where the breeze tried breaking you, you remained steady. Saw and showed hearts for the unseen. Lalanga Koletor.
Thank you very much, Vuiswa.
Well, some moving words there from one of Mama Sisulu's granddaughters. We also heard there from President of the ANC Women's League, Bathabile Dlamini, a short while ago, speaking at the centenary celebrations of struggle icon, the much-loved and queen of our hearts, Mama Albertina Sisulu. Dlamini really speaking to Mama Sisulu's strong work ethic. She always displayed self-sacrifice and integrity. She called on members to emulate the values of Mama Sisulu and not place personal interests over those of the people they represent. Now, Dlamini also used the day to highlight the high levels of violence against women and children in the country. Coming through again and again is Mama Sisulu's deep-seated love for her country, her courage, discipline and integrity, and also someone who was very comfortable to work hard behind the scenes and not really need any kind of outward recognition. Such was her deep sense of humility. She was also a health worker who never wavered from her values as a caring professional nurse and midwife. The ANC Women's League calling on young people to awaken the Mama Sisulu spirit in all of us and encourage South Africans to volunteer where you can.